Hey guys, it's Fury91, and I'm bringing you a video once again about Gamevice and Nintendo. Now, if you guys recall, I made a video last year, and it was about how Gamevice was suing Nintendo, claiming that Nintendo was basically infringing on their patent because Gamevice makes attachable controllers for smartphones and tablets, right? Now, I was saying last year, which I'll probably have that video in the description below, how I didn't think the suit made much sense or something along those lines, and I just really didn't think it was going to go anywhere, and I agree with Spawnwave that basically they seem to be just looking for a pay from Nintendo. Well, Gamevice ain't done yet. Gamevice has now filed a cease and desist order. Let me give you an example. Let's say that I make Frenzy cookies. Just call them Frenzies. Let's call them Frenzies. It's a bunch of cookies, right? Now, I have a patent on my cookies and everything, and on my recipe and everything, and blah, blah, blah. And then someone else sees my success at selling these cookies and calls their cookies Frenzy. Not Frenzies, Frenzy. Now, I sue them, but suits take a long time. So I also filed a cease and desist order so they can't make any more money while the suit is going on, basically. Now, this is what Gamevice really is doing with Nintendo. They're trying, because they haven't gone through yet. They're trying to get Nintendo to not be able to sell any more Switches in the US. So the United States would not be able to import any more Nintendo Switches to be sold if this goes through, basically, until at least everything is settled, it seems like. So I really don't think that Gamevice thinks they have much of a case. I just don't know, because it doesn't seem like they do. I'm looking at this, I know my IP law, and it doesn't look like it's causing confusion. I don't know the exact details of their patent, but I don't think simply having detachable controllers is... I think that's too broad to really have a patent on. Imagine that. You can't have detachable controllers for anything. I think that's too broad to really have a patent on. So I don't know what their patent really states, but I really don't think they have much of a case, and I think they're just trying to get Nintendo to pay them a payday. I'm agreeing with Spawnwave again, because he made a video, and he thinks that they're just trying to get Nintendo to make a settlement. And the thing is that I only think Nintendo would ever make a settlement in this case is if Gamevice actually was successful with their cease and desist order. Because think of this. Let's say that Gamevice is willing to settle for $200 million. I think Nintendo would go with that if they are successful with their cease and desist order, because imagine, like, let's just say it's 6 months. That's 6 months of no Nintendo Switches, except for the ones I think are already in the US, being able to sell in the US. That would probably be more than $200 million worth of loss. So I really think that if they are able to make this cease and desist order successful, which I hope they aren't, I just really hope they aren't, that they would be able to get Nintendo to settle with them. Because I think Nintendo would look at the future. Nintendo would be like, listen, we can't, if the Switch isn't able to be sold in the US for months, then we're going to lose a lot more than like how much they're probably willing to settle for. But I still think this suit doesn't make much sense, and I think they're just trying to get Nintendo to settle. But what do you guys think about this suit? Do you guys think there's any like legitimacy here? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and may God bless you all.